Oh, they got Habercorn here. I gotta talk to him when he gets out of here. I didn't even see that was Habercorn right there. Habercorn's the guy caught cursing a woman out. He didn't know I was there. I crept up behind him. He was towing her because she parked at a hydrant while she went into a store. And so he's like, fuck, I'm not gonna ticket you, I'm gonna straight up tow you. And he was cursing at her. He didn't see I was there. And then when he saw I was there, he got quiet and then put a mask on, like to cover up his face, I guess. Must be on your way to get coffee and caught some action. Samantha, you are not lying. I ordered my coffee. It's sitting there, what, 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away right now. Just sitting there waiting. Nah, I was on my way out of the house and I heard a helicopter. I'm like, what's going on? And quite honestly, I saw the helicopter like 6 blocks away, hopped on a scooter, and came over here and found these guys. They got their rifles and stuff out. I don't know. In the time between when I first started watching you and now I've become a MAGA supporter, I hope you become enlightened too. You sound like a cult member. Anybody who talks like that about politicians or a political party, I don't care what party, when you start talking like that, you sound like a cult member. Let me get rid of this. I gotta get rid of the cult member. No cults allowed in here, buddy. Shit. I hope you become enlightened. Motherfucker, this ain't no religion. You guys want to do your political shit? I can't stand either parties. I think you're all ridiculous. But you come in here and start preaching to me like it's some fucking religious shit. You can get the hell out of here. Fucking weirdo. Here, now you can talk to yourself about it. I hope you become enlightened and shut your ass up. Enlighten these. What are you up to? Where are they going? So there's somewhere in there. Let's see if they come out with somebody in handcuffs or not. Look at Mickey over there. Who are they walking with? He owes me money, that fucking rat. Here come a stringer on his way over. He's got his contraptions. I hate that they're getting rid of all these late night TV hosts who used to enjoy it. I mean, yeah, man, like free speech used to mean something. Now, granted, free speech generally relates to one's interactions with the government and the government not having the ability to shut down free speech. But it's sort of that way when you have the FCC coming after companies demanding action, and then you got some punk ass companies unwilling to defend speech. My whole thing is these things always end up working out in the end. There's going to be such a backlash against it, but at the same time, what it's going to do is you're going to see a rise even more in independent media. Oh, almost got him. Man, you weren't even paying attention. He almost got cracked. You got this going on here. You got these people trying to get into their yoga class. I mean, now's a great time if you have the time to put in towards like good quality independent content, like news related. You could do your thing. People blow up. Next thing you know, you have 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. If you're good at it, it wouldn't even take that long. What I need to be quicker though is, what I need to be quicker is for these cops to come out here. I made a mistake of putting on a damn hoodie, and now it's hot as hell. I'm gonna do the smart thing and stand in the shade. I wonder what this call was. See if I can find it. Report of a man brandishing a firearm. Well, the helicopter left. I guess I have the feeling to be walking out of here any second now. They'll be saying code 4 and they'll... So this is a man with a gun? That's why they had the rifle, huh? Habercorn hasn't seen me in about a year, maybe longer, year and a half. So I'm gonna have to say hi to him. I haven't seen him in a while. Who's this guy? Supposedly somebody with a gun. Says here somebody with a gun at Sunset and La Brea, and I guess they said they walked over here. We'll see if there's an actual gun or not. Let's see if they come out with the suspect or without one. Is that a gym? That's like a yoga studio right there. There's a yoga studio right there. You got the pink pepper Thai spot right there. You got the Jim Morrison, I guess the Doors mural is right around the corner right there. You got Hollywood Boulevard right there. You got blah, blah, blah. I never even noticed that. You got one of the little Scientology buildings right around the block. You got Narconon right around the block. You got up there, you got Starbucks and 7-Eleven and a bunch of other shit. I'm not gonna say where. My good buddy, you know that guy that used to have a mohawk? What's his name? Joey? He lives not too far from here. When I say used to have a mohawk, I saw him the other day. I saw Joey, not the other day, I say what? 4 days ago I saw Joey. Joey, he wears a hat all the time. Every time I see him. I'm laughing at my text messages right now. Terrible excuse. Oh God. Nobody would know what I'm talking about except for one person if they're watching. And I doubt they are. They're probably sleeping. Damn, come on guys, hurry up. I really just want to get my coffee and get up to Runyon Canyon before it gets way too hot. Yeah, but Joey, I see him with a hat all the time now. Poor guy, lost his mohawk. He said I gave him alopecia. That's what he said in court. That was the funniest thing. It was so random. It wasn't just that he said it. It was that the judge ruled against him and it was over. And he's like, Your Honor, can I just say one more thing? Like he was going to talk his way out of it. She already made her ruling. She's like, no, you got to pay this guy $150,000. Pay him his fucking money. And then he just started rambling. For like a good 20 minutes, he was just talking. He's like, and he gave me alopecia. I'm like, oh my God. But only on one half of his face, he said. He's got alopecia on one half. Steal a car like GTA? I think I'll pass on that one. I'm not really in the mood to, listen, it's Saturday, it's a nice day. Figure I have a nice weekend plan. I don't really want to spend it in jail. Maybe next time. Now, if there's a police motorcycle, okay, I might take it. I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. I'll figure it out, though. How hard could it be? Is it that much harder than a scooter? It's the same thing, right? Are they holding this perimeter over here still? Let's see. Well, they still got it. They got the fun-sized cop over there. Oh man, I gotta stop off over in Silver Lake later on. I gotta put up some posters. Poor Teresa Sanchez Gordon. So I made some posters for Rasha Shields, but I figured honestly, Rasha doesn't deserve the hate. She's definitely the best one on the police commission. Now that's a low standard right there, right? I think she goes along with their bullshit too much, but she ain't my focus right now. I'm gonna put Teresa Sanchez Gordon through it. It was funny, last night I was walking down the street. It was like 9 o'clock. I was walking past In-N-Out on Sunset and guys like stopped me. He's like, hey, here they come. Took the long way around. guy stopped me and his friends. He's like, "Are you feeling the police or whatever?" And he's like, "What are you up to?" I'm like, I was being honest. I was thinking about. I was like, man, I'm just mad that FedEx is closed right now. I was thinking about printing out some flyers and going to post them up in different neighborhoods because I gotta go to Pasadena, gotta go to North Hollywood. There's Jason. Watch out with that guy. That guy loves talking shit to women. You like cursing out women, huh, Jason? You're that type of punk. Why do you curse out women like that, Jason? You shouldn't talk to women like that. You shouldn't talk to women like that, Jason. They're circling the building looking for a suspect that's not there. Now I gotta post a Jason video all over again so people can see him. The little weasel he was. Like I said, he was. They went working over there real quickly, which leads me to believe they're detaining somebody over there. Habercorn tried to change up his appearance, got his little mustache going on. He stopped dyeing his hair. Who's Jason? I'll post something. I'll post a video about him. I mean, if you look at on my YouTube, I got a couple videos about him. It was just a cowardly thing. Like, he didn't know I was there, and he was just telling the woman to like shut the fuck up. And she was in a dress and stuff. She went into the store, came out, and it was like Super Bowl night. And she had been parked at the curb. I mean, at the fire hydrant over there on Selma and I guess like Selma and Cosmo. And 99% of the time they tell you to move the car or they give you a ticket. He's like, no, I'm towing. I'm like, damn, that's kind of extra. Just to straight up tow. She's gonna move her car, she'd take a ticket, and it was just unreasonable. He was just being a jerk. So I was like, fuck that, Jason. Jason, I will never be reasonable with you now. He had something, and he kept on cursing. I can't remember what he said, like, mind your fucking business and shut up, something like that. I was like, that's really rude to talk to a woman like that. Come on, guys. I tried something different last night. I'll be releasing them later on. Instead of because it's hard doing straight up podcasts for like an hour and stuff. I mean, it's not hard. I could talk forever. It's just that setting up a time to do it and then trying to stick to that schedule is so impossible. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast at 8 o'clock, and the next thing you know, there's a million things going on outside. Police chase going on to the neighborhood or something like that, so it makes me want to go check it out. It's hard to stick with that schedule. So I found it easier to last night I just filmed the podcast but taped it myself, and then I'm going to chop it up until like 4. Because it's an hour long, I could do like 15 minutes a piece talking about different things. I think I'm going to try doing that and see how that works. But yeah, today's going to be, either today or tomorrow, it's going to be Teresa Sanchez Gordon Day. I'm going to head over to the Echo Park, Silver Lake area and put up some posters of her fucking face talking about how she covers up police misconduct. And it's because, you know why I'm doing that? Because it's true. If you want to cover up for the police chief, I told her the other day, I told him in a meeting 2 weeks ago, I said, they better sustain a complaint against McDonald, or else I'm coming to the neighborhoods. The other day I got a letter back and they didn't sustain it. They said it didn't, his purposely fucking up a complaint investigation. It's funny, it related to Detective Rand. It was when Rand told me I couldn't film inside a police station because it violated 148G of the Penal Code, even though 148, guys, look it up, California Penal Code 148G. It says the opposite of what he thought. It says that essentially cops cannot interfere with you while you're filming a police incident. As long as you are someplace that you are legally allowed to be, police cannot interfere with you. But I don't know, he didn't know his law. So I filed a complaint on him for threatening to arrest me. And the OIG, they initially said it was unfounded. Then I appealed to the Inspector General. Inspector General was like, no, this is fucked up. No, the LAPD is wrong. This should have been sustained. But because the statute of limitation was up, they couldn't change it. Right? They have up to 1 year from the time that you file the complaint. They can change it. If they fuck up on the disposition, they can change it from unfounded to sustained, but they purposely send you complaint dispositions like 3 days before the statute is up. They have 1 year to do it, and they send it to you 1 year later and make it impossible for you to change it, because obviously even if you get it 3 days before the statute is up, it takes weeks or months for the OIG to investigate, and by that time it's too late. It's just a scheme that the LAPD does, and this is not just that they do it for public complaints. I've had LAPD, I'm not going to say higher ups in the LAPD who file complaints to say they go through the same thing. They actually sent me their disposition letters that they get. Same thing. This is an LAPD thing. But anyway, that disposition letter, the initial disposition letter, was signed off by Chief McDonald. Said it went through multiple layers of review, and they found that it was unfounded, even though OIG said they're wrong. So if he failed in his, if there was neglect in his oversight and supervisory duties, he needs to be held accountable. And they said, well, it doesn't rise to the level of misconduct. Okay, LAPD Commission. Let's see how that works out for you. I'm just going to come to your fucking neighborhood. I love this game. So come to a neighbor, just let all the neighbors know that she's a piece of shit. Come to Fabian's neighborhood. Fabian's a useless piece of shit. He's just a sack of potatoes sitting there. Teresa Sanchez Gordon is now the president of the LAPD Commission. I got to tell you, she's like the dumbest person I've ever seen in my life. How she became the president of the commission is crazy. The fact that she used to be a judge is crazy. How the fuck was she a judge? I remember one meeting probably 2 months ago, after this police shooting, they have to release the body-worn video within 45 days. State law, you have to release the body cam. Well, they did it, and she was like, I saw you release the video of the incident, and I'm so impressed, and I hope you continue doing it. Lady, what the fuck are you talking about? You hope they continue doing it. It's mandated by law. You don't even know basics, and now you're the president of the commission. You don't know basic stuff. The most basic shit there is to know as far as oversight of the LAPD. I'm like, this lady's... She's a nice lady, seriously a nice lady, but she's just totally unfit to be president of the LAPD commission. She's unfit to be on the commission, let alone president. And so Karen Bass made a new guy, this guy Jeff Scobin. There's a vacancy on the LAPD commission. She nominated Scobin to be on it. I don't think this guy is gonna last. He's going through some stuff right now. He owns that Galpin Ford. If you live in LA, you know what I'm talking about. It's probably like one of the biggest dealerships, or one of the biggest. Anyway, so his company did $800,000 in business with the city of LA over the last couple of years. So I have a problem with somebody being in an oversight position who at the same time is benefiting from contracts with the city and very well might be with the LAPD with his company. And then I noticed somebody pointed out he gave, shout out to Who's That Cop on Twitter, he's the one who found that 800,000 thing. He also found that Scobin gave $1,000 to the John Lee Defense Fund. John Lee his boss went to jail for some scandals, and the FBI referred to him as Staffer B. That was his FBI name. He was part of the scandal, and they were looking into him. And then he had all types of ethics violations, and so he got hit with ethics charges. And And Scobin donated 1,000 to his ethics defense fund, which is crazy because ethics fines are like $1,000. So you put on a whole defense for, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there's a guy who wants to be on the LAPD commission doing oversight, but yet he's defending corrupt politicians with his money. So I have a problem with that too. But I think the biggest problem is just going through his Twitter account, and it was just like retweeting APAC. And listen, you want to retweet APAC, knock yourself out. I just don't want somebody who retweets APAC on the LAPD commission. It's really, I don't want somebody who's cheering on. And if you go through his account, well, you used to be able to go through his Twitter account. He's locked it down now, but it was just a lot of praising what's going on in Israel, praising the IDF. And then even worse, like he dressed up as a member of the IDF. His wife dressed up as a member of the IDF. They had their kids dressed up as members of IDF, and then they're walking around with all these shirts saying IDF. It's like, listen, I'll say this again. Nobody, when they think of, an entity that has oversight and accountability, nobody thinks, has the IDF come to mind. Not even the biggest supporters. So this guy, he's a huge supporter of IDF. He idolizes them. I don't want him on the LAPD commission. It's just that simple. If that's what your idea of oversight looks like, where they just go around just slaughtering people with no accountability whatsoever, and then we want to put them on top on the LAPD commission, nah, no thanks, buddy. No chance. So I bought his name, jeffscobin.com, because first off, you're a dumbass. How you not going to even buy your name? You got these companies, you're politically affiliated and stuff. You didn't even just spend the $10 to buy your own name. That's on you. And then I got an email yesterday from GoDaddy that a brokering service, and I don't know if it was from him specifically, but I assume it's him, wants to buy the name Jeff Scobin off of me. And their initial offer, $100. $100. $100. You think that's going to... Don't insult me like that. $100. Listen, I got a good deal. You could buy it right now off me. $25,000 seems reasonable. Actually, I don't even really want to give it up. But, if he decides that he doesn't want to, this wasn't worth it, he wants to get off, he doesn't want to be on the commission anymore, he pulls his name from consideration, I'll give it to him. I'll give him the website. I'm not saying that there's a quid pro quo. I'm saying that once he drops out, there's no use for me to have it anymore. So it's not like I'm trying to force him to drop out. I'm not necessarily saying that. Or I'm not using the website as leverage. But I'm saying the minute he drops out, I just don't have use for the website anymore, so he can have it. So, you can have it back for free. I'll charge $1. I'll take a net loss. I will have lost $11.99, but it's fine. So the offer is there. USC is looking good. USC bought that. USC went out there and bought themselves a defense. Because their defense before last year was not nice. Now they bought some hogs in the middle. You know who's not looking good? UCLA. What are your thoughts on UCLA so far? Do you think there's still time to turn around the season? No chance. UCLA. Supposedly there's a guy with a gun.
Oh.
Supposedly there's a guy with a gun in Sunset La Brea, and I guess they said he walked over here, but...
They just told me that there's nothing happening.
They told you there's nothing happening?
Yeah. Literally, they go, nothing's happening. And I'm like, no, I'm moving for free. Fucking messes. Is this happening right now? Wait, I gotta go see. Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh. So here's my guess, guys. This person who they're looking for does not have a gun. because they rarely do when these calls come in. Just checking out the artwork. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. You know what? I want that. I want this right here. I want to be using my background for my podcast. And no, I don't want anybody to steal it. If I was walking a couple blocks away and I walked by and I was just mentioning, like, yeah, man, I want that. They're like, bro, I'll get it for you right now, $20. Like, nah, bro, no. What is this place? This was a storefront that closed up? Is it a... little lockers? I don't know. All right, come on, guys. I need to get the running before it gets way too hot. The hedges are looking pretty good. The hedges are looking good. I wonder if my guy, there's a guy who I don't know if he still works here. He used to work here. His name is William. He worked down the street, down at the next light. The 7-Eleven is up there. He used to work there, and then he lived in North Hollywood. And I was like, long ride home after work? He's like, no, I walk. I'm like, what? Now, this is Hollywood, and you think, okay, North Hollywood's right next to Hollywood. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, they do kind of touch, but they're a whole different world. Like, I haven't been to North Hollywood in, I don't know. I might should go in that direction once a year, if that. The problem is, to get to North Hollywood, you gotta traverse the mountains over there. Yeah, to get there from here, I mean, I guess you might be able to walk along the edge of the freeway at the 101. Or walk, he told me, he said he used to walk through, there's Runyon Canyon right over there. He used to walk through there. What was crazy is that hill right there, when they had the fires in January, that hill was on fire. This whole area I'm in right here, no, north of Hollywood Boulevard was being evacuated. It was crazy. So he used to walk, I mean, hours. Oh, there he is. Let me get my other phone out. You watch your mouth now, Jason. I gotta keep my eye on him. This guy, that cursing out women stuff has got to come to an end. You did? Oh, well, how come I didn't hear about it? It's been 3 years. All right, well, that was a good start. That's good. See, I don't have to embarrass you too hard this time.
Hey, I saw Jamie Kennedy. Huh? I like him. He's an actor. And then you were on his podcast a few times.
Yeah.
I like you. I watched it.
You actually watched it? Yeah. You weren't cursing me out while doing it? Take care. Oh, anyway, guys, you see they let the guy. No, there was nobody there. Cops coming out. It was a call, a man with a gun, but it doesn't look like. Like it started down there at Sunset La Brea, and then they said the guy was walking up this way. I think it was just a crazy guy yelling at himself or something. Typical Hollywood stuff.
Right.
Ah, man. Come on, Abercrombie. Why'd you be so nice to me? Shout out to Jamie Kennedy. It's funny that you should mention it, though, because I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard 2 nights ago, and I get over by kind of like where the Kimmel protest was, and I'm looking, I'm like, who is that guy over there dressed like a maintenance man? And I look, and it was Detective Rand. He was doing his He was doing some private security work, and he was actually super nice. And me, you gotta understand, me and Rand have been going at it since September 2021, since when they arrested me for criminal threats, that bullshit charge. And Rand was the one who was just being the biggest jerk that night. After they released me, I think they were shocked to see me because they're like laughing, like, oh, $50,000 bail, he's gonna be in jail for the weekend. No, I was not. I was out in 4 hours. I never even left the police station. And when there was, there was a crowd out there, and you know me, I was doing my little speech thing. Then he came out and started being a dickhead. But the other day he was, it's all over, man. They're all leaving. Habercorn, you should have been nice to me. I was so looking forward to roasting him. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but fuck it. I'll do it with a little, I'll feel slightly bad. I felt like yesterday I was so fucking pissed off. I spent half the day pissed off. Everybody kept on pissing me off. I was up on Hollywood Boulevard. I was like about to go sneak up on the Scientologist. And I see my guy Midnight. I tell the story all the time. He's always up there. He sets up his little tent. He washes the tour vans and stuff, and washes all, does window washing for the stores on Hollywood Boulevard. And some new Hollywood security team guy came over, told me couldn't do it. I had just got finished talking to him, and I was walking to the corner. I hear him yell. He's like, bro. And I go walking over there, and he's like, this guy tells me I can't be here. I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, he's in the commercial zone. You can't be here. Are you kidding me? You can't be here. And then his partner, who's been here forever, he comes walking over. He's like, yeah, nobody messes with him. The cops don't mess with him. Just let him be. And he's like, well, you can't be here. So I went off on him. I went off on him. By the time it was done, he knew. I mean, I went off on him so hard, I swear to God, it looked like he was gonna cry. I mean, I told him, I was like, you don't want problems with me out here on Hollywood Boulevard. You don't want problems with me. I get along with everybody. You don't want to be that person I don't get along with out here. I don't know, they're still walking around like they're doing something. They put their guns away, so obviously somebody's either in custody. I'm almost wondering, like, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for an ambulance? Like, this is a mental health situation? You a Chargers or Rams fan? I mean, man, you don't want to know the truth. You don't want to know the truth. I'm a Jets fan. Don't make fun of me either. Being a Jets fan has calloused me up and made me tough in life. I used to always go to, you gotta remember, I'm from New York. And when I was in high school, I went to high school out in Long Island, and I used to ride my bike to Jets practices every single day. I used to go to Baldwin and Freeport High School, and it was like, I don't know, like 5 miles on my bike. So me and my friends, we would, during training camp, ride over there and watch the Jets practice. I used to walk inside the facility and stuff. They'd be like, hey, how the hell did you get in here? How'd you get past the guard? I don't know, I just walked over. Like, you can't be in here. I'd be in a weight room. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm a Jets fan. Man, the Bills look good. Heather, Bills look good. I would probably say, in my personal opinion, like, I don't think Josh Allen deserved the MVP last year. I think Lamar deserved it, but I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in NFL right now, definitely. I saw a stat, because his biggest problem is he would give you a few every now and then, some wild throw, but he's had, his string right now is 30 touchdowns to 1 interception. Like, so he's eliminated that part of his game. So, man, that's a tough team. The Rams are good too, man. Rams are good too. I just recently learned that Sean McVay won Player of the Year in Virginia against who was it? Who was it? Who? It wasn't Randy Moss, was it? What part of New York you from? I mean, I've been all over, but let's say Bronx, Brooklyn, and Long Island. Did you see police speak to anybody outside the liquor store on the corner? Yeah, some lady they were talking to. Oh, Chase from Brooklyn. I used to live when I was in Brooklyn, I lived on Empire. Where did I live on? Empire and what? I'm trying to think. I also lived on Avenue K. In the Bronx, I was in Co-op City. I was in Soundview, 174th and Morrison, Harrod Ave. And now we're out here in Hollywood. All right, come on, guys. Come on, come on. I just want to get on with my day. Oh, Dre, us Jets fans are a special breed. Yes, yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I remember the first time I went to a Jets practice, I watched Al Toon. He was a wide receiver. And I watched him running routes. And as he ran, his cleats would dig into the ground and would kick, and the turf would, he'd rip the turf and it would kick up behind him. And I just remember as he would run, it would always kick up higher than his head, the turf, like chunks. And it always amazed me. Did I play football? Yeah, they tried to use it against me, and Joey's lawyer tried to use that against me. He tried to use it against me. He's like, well, trying to make it sound like I'm this scary guy. He's like, well, didn't you play football in high school? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I didn't know what that meant. Is this an auditor kind of thing? Or do you like police and like their cars and stuff? It's neither one. I'm not an auditor. I find auditors to be, I mean, every once in a while, a little bit of auditing here and there, but they're just kind of annoying. Like, they'd be like, let me go stand in front of this business and fuck with them for no reason whatsoever, just to create some conflict. So they call the cops, so the cops come, so I can dunk on the cops and tell them, hey, I know my First Amendment rights, I can't leave. Like, that's kind of whack to me. Now, there's principles in that are helpful, right? I mean, it is good to know your First Amendment rights, especially like when I do my Scientology stuff. But I'm a cop watcher. I'm a police accountability activist. I just like holding these fuckers accountable. I don't know if I'm particularly aggressive when it needs to be. I mean, you saw right there, Jason, I've been fucking with him for years. We had it out. He said he apologized to her. That's very interesting. I did not know that. But he still towed her car. He didn't have to do that. It was not giving him too much credit. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know, auditors can do their thing. I just don't think, like, no one, generally people don't like them, you know? They annoy people. My whole thing has always been, if you could do something more constructive with it, instead of sitting at, I don't know, post offices or hospitals or businesses fucking with people for no reason, go to a politician's house and do the same damn thing. There's There's always a reason to protest the politician, and they're like, none of them are perfect. There's got to be. I mean, I'll be honest with you right now. I'm a little fucking pissed off about the thing they passed yesterday. So the city, we had a $1 billion deficit because Karen Bass and City Council fucked up our budget, fucked up our finances, and we had to close that gap. And part of closing that gap included laying off 1,600 workers. And because of that, if you go up 2 blocks, you go down Sunset. There's a Sunset La Brea over there, and you just either direction, right or left, go down towards Fairfax, go down towards Highland or Vine. Garbage everywhere. Garbage everywhere. You go to my neighborhood, there are 6 blocks are missing lights. Don't have lights, except for, I take that back. Last week they came and fixed 2 individual lights. So it was like 60 more to go. But we've laid off street lighting workers, we've laid off sanitation, we've laid off street services, general services. And so the city's just laid off services. If a street light goes out, it takes about a year to replace. Something like a pothole or a curb. Like right here, these curbs are intact. You go through Hollywood, you'll find a lot of these curbs are just broken. And so if you park, you know how it is, you parallel park and it's all jagged shit. Next thing you know, you slice your tire up. These things aren't being fixed because of our financial situation. But then Karen Bass and City Council yesterday, except for Nithya and Katie Yaroslavsky, voted to spend $2.7 billion to fix the convention center, to upgrade the convention center. It's going to cost us $100 million a year for 50 years because of interest. Instead of paying $2.6 billion, it'll end up being $5 billion over the course of 50 years. $100 million a year, which is the equivalent of what we'd pay 900 city workers. So you lay off all these people and then they're like, oh, we're going to spend money on a convention center, and rather than bring back the workers and stuff, which is kind of crazy, right? You're saying, oh, we had to lay you off because we don't have the money, but we have money to upgrade the convention center. But there's a reason for it, because who's going to get the contracts to upgrade the billions of dollars in contracts? It's going to be, you're going to have all these union workers. So of course, all the union members, the union are all for it. And I like the idea of unions. I just don't like the idea of the unions breaking our city's finances so they can get ahead. For instance, we just passed this one thing where we're giving workers of tourism workers $25 minimum wage. I think it gets up to $30 minimum wage, but only for them. So if you're in Hollywood, you go down Hollywood Boulevard, we're at La Brea right here. You take this straight down, go straight down all the way down 1.5 miles, 2 miles to the 101. The only workers that will benefit from that minimum wage increase will be that hotel right over there, Hotel Roosevelt, and the W Hotel on Hollywood Boulevard. Everybody else that works on Hollywood Boulevard will not get that minimum wage increase. Are they not tourism workers? I mean, Hollywood Boulevard is all tourists. But that's because Unite Here 11, Hugo Soto Martinez union, wanted this deal for their workers, but I don't know if it benefits the city of LA. Look at this goofball. Well, his gimbal is smaller than Jessica's, though. Oh, stay safe, Louie. You almost caused an accident, sir. You gotta use your lights. All right. I ordered my coffee like, I don't know, an hour ago. My coffee will be ready at 9:37. It's 10:26. I'm a little late. All right, that's enough of me. Shout out to the mods. Yes, sir.
How are you, brother?
How's it going, man? Tim, how's
I
it
mean,
going?
we've met several times.
Yeah,
I just saw you walking away. You live in this area or something?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
It was a man with a cold, a man with a gun, but it was no gun.
No, it wasn't. I talked to everybody.
Yeah. Just being dramatic.
Just being dramatic.
Yeah.
I interviewed him.
I remember you now, yeah.
Yeah.
The protest, I saw you at the protest, right? Over in West Hollywood?
You got attacked by Antifa?
Oh, yeah.
At the walk away rally?
When I gave him the elbow and
You
the...
gave him the elbow. And I see you at the church. I've seen you at almost every protest that I've been.
Yeah.
How's everything, man?
It's good, it's hot, but it's good.
Your last few videos have been hot, dude.
You think so?
Your police videos.
Yeah, I'm trying to mostly focus on the politicians these days and trying to get them in check.
You're doing a great job, bro.
I wish I could do a better job. They're just not listening, so they gotta learn to comply, you know?
You know what? They're not listening, but I don't have you doing what you're doing.
I think it's it's one of those things that it's a slow process. You got to set the standard, hammer them nonstop, and then get other people to encourage other people to do the same thing. Listen, I know the LAPD commission meetings lately.
Yeah.
They've been packed.
And those are the videos I'm talking. You've done a couple lately.
Yeah.
Police commission.
They've been packed in there, you know.
You've been hammering.
I'm literally leaving here to go over to Teresa Sanchez Gordon's neighborhood. She's covering up some shit that it's just disgusting. And I'm gonna put some flyers up to let them know that, hey, if these corrupt politicians are gonna keep on doing this, they think they can get away with it. I'm mad about did you hear about what happened with the convention center yesterday?
No.
They voted to spend $2.6 billion to upgrade the convention center. I'm all for upgrading convention centers. There's so much fucking garbage on the street.
Yeah.
They just laid off 1,600 workers,
Yeah.
laid off sanitation workers,
Yeah.
street light workers, street services.
Yeah.
Why don't we focus on getting our services up to par before we're spending $100 million a year for the next 50 years.
I tell you right now, I'm outraged to even hear that. This is as bad as the White House renovation.
Well,
what are we wasting?
they're doing it for a reason. First off, the unions are getting the contracts to do it, and all the politically connected contractors are getting to work. It's just a boondoggle. It's going into their own pockets, and we all know the price tag is 2.6 now billion.
Oh, that means it's 10 billion.
Yeah, you know how
it's not dilapidated. It's not dangerous.
That's the thing.
You can hire a cleaning crew. The place is fine.
I just don't understand why now. Like, why now? And the thing is, we know that the budget is going to be hurt again this year. We're probably going to have $1 billion deficit again this year. Why now? It drives me crazy.
It drives me crazy too. Thank you for telling me that, because I didn't even know that. And you're right. That 2.6 or whatever is going to be 10.7.
Yeah, and
it's 2 years.
And the thing about it is what they're going to say. It takes 2 years to have this thing done. It'll be done in 5.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, they're not even close on the timeline or anything. They just need to clean the fucking thing up.
Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is.
It's fine. I've been in there recently. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't need an upgrade.
But
it's ridiculous.
LA.
It's fucking LA, dude.
All right, brother. I'm going over here and grab my coffee.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you. I'll see you at the next one, brother.
All right, man.